My name is B-Walk and welcome back to Copy Your Coin, where I show you how to copy your coin in the fastest growing market in world history. Today we're going to talk about Cardano, the results after the IOHK summit in 2019 in Miami, and kind of get a bearing on where we think Cardano is going to go, what I expect Cardano to do from here, and kind of again reiterating my investment decisions as well as opinions of going forward. So I'm going to jump into that here in a second, but before I do, I'm going to ask you to do three things. You already know what it is. It's going to ask you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that alert button so that you know when fresh content is out from Copy Your Coin. All right, so let's get into it. As you already know, I get into the market talking about the cryptocurrency as a general. We look at the coin market cap. We're seeing that the market cap is at 181 billion. Bitcoin certainly, of course, is at the top. It's rallied up to about 6,000. It's pulled back a little bit now, just hovering at 5,700, 5,684. And as we talk about Cardano's holding strong at 80 at the top 10 with the 0.067 cents. So it's a little bit off its highs. I expected that to be the case. Actually, we're going to have some consolidation. But again, more opportunities to increase your holdings if you so choose. And so as we jump into it, let's take a look real quick at the charts. So like I always talk about the big dog, Bitcoin versus US dollar, and you can kind of get an idea there's a big U pattern. So Bitcoin has certainly made a bottoming pattern, if you will. If you talk about charts and specifically big picture items, you got here the kind of like almost like a triple bottom and moving higher. Now we're sitting here right at this point, and this is probably a little minor support level. And, you know, obviously support also becomes resistance when you fall below it like we did back in late last year. But as you can see, we're bouncing here, looking into trying to move higher. So we've got higher highs and higher lows. So that's a positive. As we focus specifically on Cardano, we get a better picture. You kind of get a picture we can see. And excuse me just for a moment so I get rid of this. So that you can see, as we focus on Cardano, in a better picture, and you see the same pattern, and you see a retracement right back here to where we kind of broke out. We broke out here at this point, went higher, got it even higher here, got up to almost 10 cents and pulled back, you know, and that's fine. I think that, like I said, it's going to consolidation period here. As you see, this is a 200 period moving average. We are on the daily chart, and we're right here hovering between that average and this level right here, support level, right under 7 cents. So that's, as I say, I think we're going to go trade sideways here for a moment. Obviously, what we're waiting on, what everybody's waiting on, is the implementation of Shelley. So that was promised to be happening here around the first quarter. It seems like we slipped a little bit on that. I imagine that it's going to be ready here shortly, and that's really going to move the football forward, if you will. So if we take a look real quick at a couple of articles, and I'll tell you kind of the ones that I've been looking at. And just real quick, so again, the news, and for these, I'm kind of preaching to the choir. Anybody new to the channel understands we follow Cardano, follow a number of cryptocurrency coins, but specifically about Cardano, we're talking about Shelley, and that's the process of making it decentralized. So with Shelley, the Cardano blockchain will improve its proof-of-stake consensus protocol. In its original version, the proof-of-stake blockchain protocol had to handle situations in which the node or pool operators couldn't stay active 24/7. Again, so this was a big deal. So if the node operators went offline, then what's going to happen? So those participants that aren't active can't be sure whether a copy of the blockchain is secure. So Cardano's innovative proof-of-stake protocol is called Ouroboros and provides a solution to this issue. On the Cardano blockchain, participants, new or offline, can rejoin the network in complete safety. They can resync their blockchain copy from the first trusted block on the network, also called Genesis. This process is similar to the one used by operators on proof-of-work consensus blockchains. The Cardano news about Shelley reveals that the network can reach 100% decentralization. Blockchain operators that go offline can transfer their participation rights to the stake pool operator using a delegation certificate. And while operators delegate, they can continue to use their coins as they wish, so their monetary rights are not affected in any way by this temporary transfer. Better yet, delegators are still entitled to receive rewards resulting from validating new blocks, proportional to their stake, while pool operators receive a fee for their implication in keeping the network active. So the incentives: by rewarding the stakeholders, developers encourage them to follow the protocol and make sure the system runs smoothly. Delegation, stakeholders can hand over their rights to sign blocks to stake pool operators who validate transactions when stakeholders are offline. And infrastructure. Using Shelley, the network supports decentralization. So that's a key point. And again, like I usually say this at the beginning, but these articles will certainly be in the description. Don't worry about trying to capture the URL. And the last article I want to talk about real quick, and this is one Captain Altcoin. Now this has quite a bit of information, but I wanted to zero in specifically on this kind of is in sync with my worldview, especially on the cryptocurrency. Right here is a quote: "There are some good ideas, there are a lot of very bad ideas, and there are a lot of very, very bad ideas, and quite a few scams as well." That was from Vitalik Buterin, a co-founder of Ethereum. As a result, okay, so over 95% of successful ICOs and cryptocurrency projects will fail and their investors will lose money. The other 5% of projects will become the new Apple, Google, or Alibaba in the crypto industry. Will ADA be among those 5%? Could be a good question of the day. Hard to tell, but the probability for that is fairly solid, as ADA has built a reputation of an academic and serious project that might move slow, and we've seen that, but radiates professionalism and instills trust in their holders. Charles Hoskinson is firmly maneuvering among almost all aspects of the project, from the code development to business activities, along with interacting with community and keeping them in the loop. In 2019, ADA needs to make sure not to miss any deadlines, and obviously this one has slipped a little bit, but I think they can still keep their spot under the sun of crowded developer apps platforms niche. Considering Ethereum is still a hot mess, and obviously this is article's opinion, with their complete system revamp going on, ADA has a unique opportunity to seize the throne from Ethereum and become the default developer apps platform for the future. Why will Cardano succeed? Well, they got a fantastic team of academics and developers from all over the world. The team is professional and work focused, never discussing the price action of ADA token, which is a good indication of correct attitude. I've said that before. That they're focused on solving the long problem, the issues, and not talking about pumping up their coin and say why it should be higher than what it is. That will take care of itself as long as you continue to solve issues, which is what they're trying to do. Bottom line, main pillars for Cardano's bright future are its strong team, testing and verifying first approach to solving blockchain problems, strong community, good brand recognition, and good liquidity. On the flip side, why will Cardano fail? Cardano could also end up being big nothing, but we see a low probability for that to happen. I agree. They got a decent war chest. They don't have a real huge war chest. They don't have the team fatigue or infights or rogue members that could disrupt the development, or all possibilities that could lead to failure of any project, ADA included. However, the biggest threat to Cardano is one of the biggest advantages, their development philosophy. It could very well be that their slow and steady approach renders them obsolete if the competitors make breakthroughs in their technologies. Ethereum is moving fast and breaking and fixing things, while ADA's philosophy of an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure is inherently lagging. Time will tell whether or not that's going to be the case. I know a lot of you out there, I certainly feel that Cardano is going about it the right way, being methodical, taking a look, making sure they're going and putting things in place. They don't have to go back and say, oh, this broke, we got to fix this. Step by step, we're going to get there. Our patience will be rewarded. I truly believe that. So anyway, I just want to get a quick video out to you to wrap this up. I'll tell you about another opportunity coming up here soon, with Cardano, some other things down the pipeline. And I thank you for joining me once again at Copy Your Coin.